Good morning, everybody. Today is Monday, April 13th, and we are starting one of my favorite sections for you guys in the entire forensics group, which is the anthropology. I'm going to be sending you work as we go through. So if this video shows up a little bit later than when I filmed it today, that's okay, because we're going to be working through it. So if you look, I brought my friend Skeletor with me from school. He says hi. Okay. The problem with, and I'm just picky, but the problem with a lot of these skeletons that you buy at Halloween is that they aren't anatomically correct. This one's pretty close. You can kind of see the outlines of things, like you can see the radius and the ulna, and all of that stuff. But this guy here is just going to be here to kind of help us out as we're working through all of our bone stuff. Again, this is something that I really have a passion for. I really enjoy. This summer when we went, well, last summer I should say, when we went to Searchy, we were talked to by a couple of forensic anthropologists that are pretty top-notch in their field. And one of the things that they said was really important, and these are just some examples, and some of them are very obvious, but we're going to go through it anyway. What they told us was that a lot of times part of being a forensic anthropologist means that you get called out to the site or you get sent materials or pictures of materials, and you have to tell them first of all if it's human or if it's not human. Oh, by the way, I can't figure out why this light stuff is happening today, so just roll with it. I think my husband changed the light bulbs out here or something. So looking at what we've got, what I've done is I've collected up some of the specimens and samples. This is going to be like, again, there's no punishment if you get it right or wrong, but this is going to be just so that you can kind of get an idea of if it's bone or if it's not bone that's from a human. So I've got a couple of different things, a couple of different examples of just different items that you may think are bone, not in, maybe they aren't even bone, but they should be things that you should look at as far as thinking critically about if you were at a crime scene, would you take one of these things and say, yeah, that's human, we need to make a call? Or do you take a look at something else? As she's going to go through in the video, one of the things that we look at really carefully are the ends of the long bones to see if there is what we call a crowning effect, if it's more bubbly than it is smoothed off and rounded off. She'll talk about the epiphyseal growths, that there are little lines that are built into the bone, and we'll talk about that later when we do our investigation of the bones. But this is just going to be some stuff that you can look at and tell me if you think it's a bone. I'm going to send you the worksheet. You'll type in bone, not bone, bone, not bone. Actually, I think I'm going to make it a Google form. That way you guys can use it and just kind of give me a choice of what you think. So, okay, so here's number one. If you look at number one, you've got some bone here we're looking at the structure. Again, number one, do you think it is human or not human? Number two, if we look at it, here's the end of the bone, length of the bone, roll it around a little bit. There's the other side, what it looks like. Okay, number two, tell me if you think it is human or not human. Number three, it's going to be a little harder for me to pick up. Number three, if you look, this is what it looks like. It does have a jaw. This is what it looks like. So number three, looking around. Number three, tell me if you think it is human or not human. Number four, if we look at it, here's the top of the bone, here's the bottom of the bone, flipping it over, here's the top of the bone, here's the bottom of the bone, there is the length of the bone so that you can see it pretty well. That is number four, okay? Number five, you can see the pieces, okay? Top to bottom, there's the top, there's the bottom, there's the sides. That is number five. 6, If we look at the ends of the bones, here's the ends of the bones. They're curved, so as you can see, it makes like a little curve going over. Okay, pick up another one, just let you take a look, see. So you can see the ends of the bones. Okay. So, that little pile is number 6. Again, human or not human. 7, do the best we can with this. It does have a jaw. I apologize if you hear in the background my child yelling at Fortnite. So, this is this side, flip her over underneath, and then on top. That's number 7. Number 8, these pieces. There's the tops and the bottoms and the sides. Again, top, bottom, back of it there, and the sides. I'm trying to make sure I get all the views on it so you guys can see what the pieces look like as they're sitting there. Again, human or not human for number 8. Number 9, if we turn it around and look at the top, there's the bottom, look at the sides. Tell me if you think 9 is human or not human. By the way, number 9 is really light. Okay. 10, this is a bigger piece. There's the top of the bone. Going down, there's the bottom of the bone. Okay, flip it over, the back, the side. Again, this is a little bit longer of a piece. So going down it, tell me what you think number 10 is, human or not human. 11, here's the top. Here's the back. This one's been broken, so just so that you know it's missing top of it. Okay, there's teeth on this side, teeth on this side. Okay, we look at it straight on. That's what it looks like straight on. That's number 11. And then number 12, here's the top of the bone. Here's the bottom of the bone, the sides of the bone. Again, top of the bone, bottom of the bone. This is number 12. Okay, so once you've looked at each of these, you should be marking whether you think it is human or not human. And then we'll go back and we'll tell you everything.